Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night. So glad you could be a part of the show tonight. This is the first time you are listening to the program. Let me quickly tell you what we do here. We don't do politics. We have fun. That's what we do. We have fun. We talk about all the latest in streaming shows and movies and video games and the end of the world. Things like that. That's what we talk about right here. And we're going to today talk about It, Welcome to Derry. We're going to talk about My Hero Academia, the first couple episodes of that. We got a wonderful Oops. We got some AI Takeover. We got some signs of the impending apocalypse. We're going to do a video game review of the new release Outerworlds 2. We are going to talk Nerd Roundtable and so much more. I want to say happy Halloween to everyone who is there. I am here. Cameron is here.
Hello.
We're trying to, and if you want to see what we're dressed up as, yeah, I know Halloween was yesterday, but it's Halloween weekend. I've already talked to some people who are actually going to Halloween parties tonight. So when Halloween's on Friday, that means it's Halloween all weekend. If you want to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989 is how you text the show. We are also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. So send us a message any of those ways to talk to us, and we will read your stuff on the air. Well, most of your stuff on the air, because some things are not good.
A little too close to the dark side.
Yes. All right. I will say, if you are not watching, let me give you a hint of what I am dressed up as tonight. Or I would if the thing was actually playing. And let's try that again. There we go. Yay. There it is. There it is. That's not a noob. I don't care what you say.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I was talking to Obi. Well, you are. If you want to see what Cameron's dressed up as, he is the enemy of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Indeed.
And all Jedi everywhere. So I am also curious, because I'm wearing earbuds, about
Sith represent.
About whether you can hear Cameron or not. I think he's coming in pretty clear. We've heard that Matthew's gathering has gone a little long, but he plans on being here. Excuse me. And I also want to point out, in case you didn't notice, I've been under the weather for 2 weeks. Last week was below the knees, and this week it's above the chest. So science a lot of people
having questions there for a second.
Below the knee.
Banana knees.
Banana knee.
I'm not familiar with that ailment.
That down near the ankles and the shin bone. That's what that is. So
is it bi or tibia?
And my fibia. Tibia, fibia. I can't really believe my fibia though. I don't know why.
It is your fibia.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it lion?
Matthew should be along here pretty soon, and we'll see if he's dressed up as anything or not. I don't know if he will be or not. He doesn't have to be. I will tell you, it's like 900 degrees in this room, and Cameron and I are going to drop some serious LBs, which we need to do anyway.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's a plus. You get to see us melt.
Welcome to the Sith sauna.
And the question is, can Cameron keep the Sith helmet on for the entire show?
Is that a challenge?
I don't want you to pass out.
You have the smelling salts.
I do not, but they're paddles down the hall. I mean, we can zap you. I think
those kind of paddles.
I think they're still there. They haven't been used in a while.
I was thinking of a different kind of paddle.
Oh, we can find those too. It is radio. There's some weird stuff that goes on here.
I'm gonna stay conscious.
So let me start by talking about something in case you guys didn't know. And if you didn't know, well, I don't know what to tell you. It's daylight saving time tonight. So right now it's 7 o'clock, but is it really? Because tomorrow it won't be 7 o'clock. So we get an hour extra worth of sleep, which doesn't do me any good because I'm sick and I can't sleep. So it's just another hour to stay up in agony. But since I don't work tomorrow, the one day I don't work, I will hit the serious NyQuil and some Vicks Vapor Rub tonight, and then look out tomorrow.
Otherwise known as
I will smell wonderful. Yeah. It was a threat that I gave to my children all the time because it was a threat given to me. And as a kid, did not want the Vapor Rub. Did not want the Vapor Rub. But you know what helps? What helps? Vapor Rub. Vapor Rub helps a great deal. It really does.
Indeed, it does.
All right. Mark on stream says, why does Cameron look like a Cylon?
To
He
be fair,
does.
from that angle.
He does to a degree, but there's no light going back and forth. Classic Cylon, if you're talking about that. Let's see. Let's go up here. Scott says, evening, guys. If it's not too early, I have some Christmas karaoke requests. The Christmas song Chestnuts Roasting as Sean Connery. That's not a bad idea. Run, Run, Rudolph as Jim Ignatowski. I know who that is. Christopher Lloyd, yeah. All I Want for Christmas Is You as SpongeBob and Patrick. See, there's a problem. I don't know if any of us can do SpongeBob. Patrick's not that hard to do. Santa Baby as a politician, we're not going to do that just because I don't want people to cringe. Well, I mean, we did do I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. That was very cringeworthy. 12 Days of Christmas.
We're never doing that again.
Same thing. We redeemed 12 Days of Christmas last year. I'm retiring it. I have another group song in mind. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Let's see. Mark says, why does Cameron look like a Cylon? I already read that. Dave says, is Cam dressed as someone from that Trek Wars TV show? Yeah, that's what it is. Trek Wars.
Yes, Trek Wars.
Trek Wars. Trek Wars. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Trek Wars.
Let's see.
Trek Wars.
Chris wants to know, is Cam a bream?
What the heck is a bream?
Star Trek.
Explain, Chris.
All right, so Cameron, explain what you are dressed up as.
All right, so I am dressed up, and this is very niche. There is the Knights of the Old Republic game, which ended up becoming an MMO called
SWOTOR.
SWOTOR, thank you.
Star Wars,
The Old Republic. Thank you. I have
wonderful game.
Yes. And the Sith Inquisitor ended up throughout his storyline ends up becoming Darth Nox. So I'm kind of going with that angle.
Okay.
For that.
All right. So there's that.
I like this costume. I feel like it looks cool.
Yeah. It definitely, you can walk in a room and no one would know who you are.
Exactly.
And on the stream,
all they would know is fear.
On the stream, it looks very, very, very red. All right, we're going to take a break, but before we do, we're going to talk some Halloween stuff. Like I said, we're going to talk Welcome to Derry. We're going to talk with spoilers, by the way, the first 2 episodes, because we have to. Because I got to talk to somebody, man.
We need it. We need someone. We're going to trauma dump. We're going to trauma dump so hard.
We need therapy.
We do.
And maybe you guys do too. But before we get to that, so because I wasn't feeling well, I didn't want to go into a restaurant and cough like crazy and everyone look at me like how rude and disgusting you are. So I did not do that. Excuse me. But so we went to Little Caesars because, you need a quick pizza. It's cheap. Let's go to Little Caesars. So we went to, and their thin crust is not bad, by the way, if you order ahead and get some thin crust, which we did. So Cameron walks out with the stuff, and I have the smart car parked on the curb, which is pretty obvious. It's a smart car, so people stare at it, but that's fine. Hide in plain sight. That's what I believe. Look at me so you're not looking at me. I've talked about that many times. So Cameron's coming out to the car carrying a couple pizzas and a couple of drinks, and he doesn't notice a small Chinese woman walking past him. And I'm just staring at her, and he gets in the car.
I was really focused on just
and he gets in the car, and I'm like, look, and he looks and he doesn't see it. I'm just like, no, look, and he looks and he still doesn't see it. The small Chinese woman has a cleaver,
a meat cleaver.
Yeah, it's a big old cleaver. It's not, by the way,
like something you'd find in a video game.
I would tell you, not a Halloween cleaver. Okay,
legit.
This is a legitimate cleaver, and she's just walking, and she walks towards the woods, and she's looking around and she's listening.
Like, why is she going into the woods? Yeah. What is she looking for in the woods?
So there is a Chinese restaurant around there. So there's a reason for her to be there. I don't know why she was out there with the cleaver though. And I got to admit, I was curious and also a little freaked out.
I wanted to roll down the window and ask her questions.
Yeah, I didn't want the smart car scratched by a cleaver.
Look, she would only get to throw it once.
No,
unless she had a second.
No, that lady was fast. You could tell. I think you're underestimating her dexterity and her ability to she seemed very cat-like. Might have jumped on the smart car. I don't know. That's
when you do a door bash.
All right, here's the thing. No, she was not a hobo woman. There's a Chinese restaurant in that same shopping area. She obviously worked there.
Yes.
But it was like on the other side of the place.
She had a very
it's a
dazed
good
look in her eye.
it was a
That
good
was the other
100-yard
disconcerting
walk
thing.
between where she worked and the woods. So, dude, I mean, if you have any suggestions about what you think she was doing with the cleaver and what she was looking for,
You think she was being called into the woods?
I don't know. I don't know. And by the way, this is not a radio bit. This is not me acting a certain way to be entertaining. I was legitimately freaked out. And also very disappointed in my child, who was not situationally aware enough to notice that a small Chinese woman walked by him with a cleaver in her hands.
I got into the car. Look.
She walked right past you.
No. She was walking past as I got in.
Right, but if you look to your left, when you were getting in the car, you could have seen her coming on her way and went, oh, crap, she's got a cleaver. Let me get in the car.
Maybe I would have failed that Men in Black test.
Maybe you would have. I don't know. What was she looking for in the woods? Why did she have a cleaver? Why did she have a distant look in her eyes? I don't know. Maybe we'll never know.
What was in the woods?
What was in the woods? All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to talk top candy of 2025, top Halloween songs. And there's a question. Have you ever tricked? I mean, it's one thing to get a treat. Have you ever tricked or been tricked on Halloween? You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Hello.
Hi, Matthew.
All right, we come back. We got to ask Matthew.
What?
About an incident that happened to us before we got here.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
It
I'm
was
curious
weird.
about what you think about it.
All right.
The thing.
Excellent.
I don't know what her name was, Dave. I didn't talk to her, okay, dude?
I wanted to talk to her.
He did, but it wasn't legit. He didn't really want to talk to her. He's just messing with me because he saw how freaked out I was.
I was kind of curious. You'll find out.
Just wait.
Don't worry.
I'm worried. That's something you say before something I should be worried about.
That's absolutely
That's
right.
only if I wouldn't be truthful with you.
No, it's definitely, should I really be concerned? And yes, you should. Although we're probably safe. We are talking about it on the radio. I mean, she might have been in the demo. I'm not sure. It's possible.
The demo of everyone?
Actually, you're right. We've been number 1 12 plus for the last couple books. So our demo is everyone.
Yeah.
So chances are that lady might be listening. Oh, crud. I pulled out to my ear thing.
Look upon Willy Wonka. Look at how cursed that looks. Look
It's like
upon it.
freaky, yo.
Whoa.
There's no knowing where we're going. Is it raining? I forget the rest of the words.
I like how the red doesn't affect the word logo.
It's
You have to look on the screen to see what I'm talking about.
No,
once you
I
get
see-
in
I
there.
see
I
what
was
you-
talking to Matthew.
oh, okay.
And also I get it. It's behind it. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, it's not going to do anything there anyway. Look at Matthew's costume. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Bet you guys can't tell who he is. Oh, there he is.
Ah! There's a Matthew.
Yeah, I learned a few weeks back that there's the little switch here to close and open the webcam, so I keep it closed usually because why would I need that open?
Yeah. I
Especially
required
for opening the
engineering to
internet.
learn that myself. Why is this not
I always
working?
assumed, because I've had laptops in the past that had a little switch up there that was like a little latch for locking and unlocking the laptop when it was closed. So that's what I just assumed it was, but no, it's a little switch to cover the webcam.
Oh, okay.
If you have a webcam, keep it unplugged or covered if you're not using it.
I do.
Those are open to the internet.
I do that, and I also unplug any microphones I have too.
I just dance naked in front of it. I mean,
All right.
Don't try to think if I'm telling the truth or not, because I mean, here's the thing: all our devices are watching or listening
No,
to us.
I see that now,
That's,
Viper
yeah.
Dave. I could have been a Sonic car. I think this would kind of be all white then. I was making a joke earlier that I could double as a Fremen possibly, but Sonic car probably works.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, a Halloween edition, one day after Halloween. Because, listen, I've known some people, they told me they're going to Halloween parties tonight. Because it's not just Halloween yesterday, it's Halloween weekend. And if you're heading out to a party, thank you for taking us along with you. Be careful. And I'm interested to hear what kind of candy you want. All right, before we went to break, and I got to bring Matthew in because Matthew is here now. Cameron and I went to get pizza, and on the way out, as Cameron brought the pizza out, he didn't notice a short Chinese woman walking with a cleaver. It was an actual cleaver. It was not a fake Halloween cleaver. And she just walked right by Cameron. She walked to the woods, lifted her head right or left, listening to try to hear something. We don't know what. And then she continued to walk down the lane a little bit and stop and listen and look.
And she looked very dazed the entire time.
Yes, it was very concerning. And we don't know what there was a Chinese restaurant in the plaza where we were, but it's about a football field away. So she had to all right, or it's maybe more like 50 yards, but it's a pretty good distance from where the Chinese restaurant to where she was. It's from one side to the other side. And it was freaky, dude. So what do you think she was looking for, Matthew?
She had a very glazed look in her eye as well.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. That's very unique.
What would you have done? Would curiosity have got would the news reporter in you, the old news hound, would you have gotten out and said, "Hi, Matthew from WRD, could you tell us why you have the cleaver?"
No.
Why not?
I don't think I'm going to ask the person with a cleaver why they have a cleaver. I'm going to say, "Oh, they have a cleaver," and I'm going to leave.
We have been told many, many times that we are the eyes and ears of the station, and you, as a duly designated news reporter, could have jumped out there and got the scoop for us.
What about the reporter's oath, Matthew?
The oath does not involve me getting cleaved.
I can tell you that also.
She could have been a nice lady.
Yeah, she did not look nice.
It was probably a genuine reason, I'm sure.
But but
it's not my business.
I will tell you, Matthew, that she held the cleaver in her left hand. You can tell that she had used it many times. She held it with ease. I didn't see a lot of tension in it. Anyone.
A lot of Asian cooking uses cleavers in place of chef's knives and a lot of things.
And the thing is, when you're comfortable with your weapon, you're not holding it tensely. It's an extension of your arms, it's an extension of yourself. And I was a little bit worried, and I get that I too am designated by the powers that be at WRD to jump out and do an interview, but I was freaked out, so I was not going to do that. And
I would have done it,
and I don't have that news hound in me like you do. So
you kept locking the doors. I wanted to.
Again, I apologize. I am sick, so I am going to cough some. I just got sinus drainage. The same stuff that hits everybody around this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't take medicine while I'm on the air because I'll be like, I know I do that anyway, but I wouldn't be able to control it if I did that. All right. So Halloween happened yesterday. Text line 800-905-0989. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. What candy did you give out? And did you have a bunch of kids? Matt, did you give out any candy?
No, I saw some kids walking around my neighborhood when I got home from work, but I didn't have any candy or anything to give out.
Was there a trend in costumes that you saw, or did you
No,
recognize all
I
of
just
them?
saw people walking around with lights. I basically
Okay.
saw the lights rather than the people.
All right. Did you hear in the distance K-pop Demon Hunter playing?
No.
Because that's what I believe that the majority of the costumes probably were this year was K-pop Demon Hunter.
That would make sense.
It's been popular. I don't know if that would be the majority of costumes, but it was definitely popular.
Little girls.
For that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think little girls would have been out there unless there were some boys out there dressed as the weirdo demons who sang Soda Pop. Could be. You never know. All right.
They could have been the boy band.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. The Soda Pop guys.
Why am I forgetting the name of the band?
Because they don't matter. because the girls are all that mattered in that movie. All right, best Halloween candy of 2025 according to DoorDash. Based on DoorDash sales over the last month or so, here's America's favorite chocolate-based Halloween candy. Heavyweight champ Halloween candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Not surprised.
No shock there. I love those things.
Yeah, me too. I bet you couldn't eat one right now.
But I could try.
That's all you need is like chocolate smashed all inside of the thing.
Just smeared.
I don't think I've had a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup in about 20 years.
Really?
At least.
Really? You dislike them that much, or you just stay away from chocolate?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you did have it, you found out that you shouldn't.
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's
all
not an allergic thing. It's other things.
Okay. All right. It's held this ranking for more than a decade. Other favorites in order include Snickers, M&Ms, and Hershey's milk chocolate bars. All right. Out of all those, I think I probably prefer Snickers. Cameron?
I don't know. I mean, I love all of those. Like
What was it? It was
Reese's,
Snickers,
and,
Reese's, and what was the other?
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
yeah, like all of those are like absolutely things I would go for.
Snickers is the one that I would go to as like a general snack, but M&Ms is my go-to when I'm watching movies or something like that. Like I always usually have a big tub of M&Ms that I'll pull out when I'm watching a movie or something at home.
How big of a tub?
Well, it's a Costco tub, so a pretty big tub.
Wow, you fill that with M&Ms?
I get them at Costco. It's like $10 for a giant tub of them.
That'll be like
I'll
you
have
got
those
like
for like 6 or 7 months.
like
What's-
a
what are the-
5-gallon tub of M&Ms.
Yeah.
It's like a gallon tub.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy
It's probably not a
crap.
gallon, but it's a lot. It's like 2
Do
pounds.
you
or
have a
something.
volume for that? Do you have like the dimensions for it?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Do you have a limit
What do you mean?
when you start eating them that you go, okay, that's enough? How do you know?
Like half,
There's no
half
like,
the tub?
oh, I know. It's just kind of like I'll snack on them for a little bit, but I'm not going to snack on them fast enough that I'm going to go through much. Like again, like I said, that big tub is going to last me like 6 or 7 months.
So what's your M&M per minute? Like your what's your rate?
So here's the thing that I do with M&Ms is because I'm OCD about it. I will get 3 M&Ms, 2 of a matching color, 1 of a different color. The different color one I will eat in the middle. The other 2 are on the side, and that's how I will eat them.
The Oreo complex. Okay.
I guess, yeah.
There's a name.
No, I just made it up. Duh. All right. Lower down on the
I was
list
going along with
of
the bit.
chocolate candy is Twix, coming in at number 8.
Twix is really
I
good.
really love Twix and Kit Kat. You know what? I changed my mind. I
Yes.
think I would go with Kit Kat number 1 for most popular Halloween candies. We will get to your messages in just a moment because I see there's a bunch up there. Worst Halloween treats. Cameron, what do you think the worst Halloween treat is?
Candy corn. I think.
Maybe.
Also, and I know.
I
you're
mean,
gonna-
for you, is that the worst Halloween treat?
yeah, candy corn and Tootsie Rolls.
You don't like Tootsie Rolls?
I hate Tootsie Rolls.
I used to love the like flavored Tootsie Rolls. I don't know if you've ever had those.
Like the fruit kind?
Yeah, like the fruit Tootsie Rolls.
No, I still don't like them.
No, I like those.
All
I don't know what. It's just like it's faux chocolate. It's like
faux chocolate.
not quite
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah. No, it is.
Whatever it is, I think I see becomes
It's-
a Tootsie Roll to me. That's all I'm
I
saying.
think it's like a hard taffy thing or something.
That sounds like some sort of odd complex.
All right. You should see the commercial. It was weird. So
Yeah.
the worst Halloween treats are starting off with apples. So
It's
people
weird for a Halloween
people-
treat, but I love apples.
I'm going to be healthy and I'm going to give out apples.
It's those daggum vegans down the street.
Yeah, well, they want to participate. The next thing is granny candy. Do you guys know what granny candy is?
Like hard candy?
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that granny candy is.
Or there's originals.
They have labeled it granny candy. Besides being lame, according to this article, is the downright scary in the worst way. Think hidden razor blades, sewing needles, and even poison. This says urban myth. They didn't live in my neighborhood. Most likely, but just don't give out apples on. Oh, that was for the apples. All right. Grand candy is circus peanuts, which my mama always had circus peanuts. Have you ever had circus peanuts before? They're like marshmallow. They're orange. They look like peanuts. But I think they taste pretty good. Strawberry bonbons. Okay, that sounds fancy. And Necor wafers. So the little wafer things. Also, let's see down here somewhere. Something else people don't like is hard to chew candy. Supposedly, most kids don't like hard to chew candy, which is the opposite of my granddaughter. She likes Starburst and stuff. So they're saying that Starburst and Laffy Taffy and Tootsie Rolls are way down on the list, and raisins, because apparently people give out chocolate covered raisins.
Raisins are hard to chew for who?
For kids that age
who
are losing their baby teeth and they're getting in their permanent teeth, and they have odd, some big teeth, some little teeth,
some odd arrangements going on.
Yeah, I'm okay with all that. There's nothing.
When I think of granny candy, I think of like the hard
candy is in there
stuff,
too. Hard candy is in there too.
That stuff is like really good because it's made for older people whose tastes are starting to go, so they're like extra sweet. I probably wouldn't like them as much now, but as a kid, I loved them.
Listen, I love the butterscotch and the little butterscotch hard candies. I always loved those, even as a little kid, but I was weird. And also when I think of butterscotch candies, only a couple people will get this reference. I think of Titans. Cameron might get it.
I do get it.
Yeah, it's
hey, butterscotch.
Yeah, this lady gave away butterscotch. They were all laced with poison.
Yes.
So fun.
Yeah, but I think it was time lapse or something, triggered poison. All right, I promise we will get to your messages on the stream and your text when we get back. You listen to the Upstate Pulse Halloween edition right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of Carolinas. How you doing, Cameron?
I am fueled by the dark side of the Force.
You say so.
Yes. We shall see if this lasts until the second hour.
Didn't get a lot of sleep last night or something?
No, he's wearing a mask.
I'm wearing a mask.
And it's hot in here.
That's fair.
I have like layers. I am a husky man, Matthew. Being a husky man means that I generate a lot more heat. Feel like in character I'm being a little bit more sassy than I thought I'd be.
I just want to point out, these gloves are actually purple.
Yeah, but for some reason they're showing up as
On
blue.
the screen they look blue, but they're actually purple.
You see that, right,
They're
Matthew?
purple gloves. Yeah.
Yep.
Does the tie look blue too? I think it does, kind of. Oh, weird.
Kind of hard to see in the mask.
Everything
but
is washed out.
Just like me, bruh. Washed out, man.
You know,
I'm done and
I
finished.
just wish that Snake was here.
He's over there.
Is there a box? Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
You just keep that here.
Well, I don't keep it. I brought it.
He brought it, Cameron. He was waiting for the right moment.
Oh, and I botched it.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
It was an unknown bit. It was a surprise bit, and you killed it. Although maybe not. We still don't know when he'll show up.
The
True.
world may never know.
He may not even show up at all. And if he doesn't, it's all your fault.
You ruined the possibility.
Dang it. This is just like when I ruined my surprise birthday party. I was a little quick with the saber.
It's hard for someone to have a surprise party for you when you're a little bit quicker than everyone around you. I'm not being like that, but as a kid, a little bit quicker of wit and observation.
You notice that they also had meat cleavers?
No. Although it wouldn't be in my neighborhood, not a surprise at all.
No, it wouldn't have been.
You've been there. It's left a lasting memory on you.
Yeah. It's just like after we got back, it's like 2 weeks later, it's like, hey, those people are arguing, they're dead. Like, oh. Okay. I'm glad we live here.
Yeah, sometimes that's how arguments are settled. It's unfortunate, but Dave wants to know if Matthew's dressed as Charlie James' sidekick.
No.
He says no. He's dressed as JJ's sidekick.
No, I'm dressed as myself.
And
he's dressed as Ace News Guy, Matthew Causey.
He's dressed as newsman.
If you look at a press conference, you see a mic flag from WORD, chances are Matthew is there somewhere lurking, getting the story. I would love to
put a mic flag on our mic, but it's too short, and the mic flag is too big. So if I do that, the little wind guard that I put on top of it is just sitting way ahead of the mic, and so it doesn't pick anything up.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I can't do. I haven't been able to use the mic flags for a while.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Cameron and Matthew on Saturday nights. If you want to be a part of the show, here's how you do it. Text line 800-905-0989. We are also live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Let us get to some texts. Texter says, best thing about Halloween is that the furries can wear a fursuit or even just a kigurumi. Is that right, Matthew?
I don't know.
Among normal people and it not seem out of place. Okay, well, I tried. Texter says, why does his voice sound muffled? Probably talking about Cameron. Trust me, he won't be wearing a mask the entire time.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes. Texter says, my 9-year-old son was dressed as Han Solo and my wife dressed as Chewbacca. That's awesome. I hope your wife is tall. Although if your son is really short, it's still okay.
I mean, if it's a 9-year-old son, I don't think he's going to be that tall.
Well, no, I was talking about his wife. His wife is Chewbacca. So
yes.
It's just anyway. The texter also says, "Why does Cameron sound muffled?" I told you they start complaining eventually.
Oh, come on.
It's all right. Wear it for the rest of the hour. We got 20 minutes, and maybe hour 2 you take it off.
All right, fine.
It
looks so cool, though.
It does look cool. A texter says, I had around 90 or so trick-or-treaters and gave out full-size Kit Kats and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. You, sir or madam, are awesome in what Halloween is all about. It's the true spirit of Halloween right there. And I wish that we had people like that in our neighborhood, but, we had drug dealers and such. So there's that. All right. Excuse me. Let us go to the stream. Let's see. Apples wants to know, can Nox see, or does he just use the dark side of the Force to do so?
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what he does. Let's see. Dave says the lady with the cleaver was looking for the beaver. Yeah, Beaver Cleaver. That's the name of the last name. I don't know that Matthew.
I don't know anything. I just know that it rhymes.
I was about to say, why'd you just agree? You just went,
Yeah, it's just, I mean, okay. Chris says, my grandbaby dressed up as the lamb from Toy Story. I bet that was really cute.
That's cute.
Chris says he also gave out payday bars. Or he says, I like payday bars.
Oh.
So do I. I'm fond of them. Like the
People handing out paydays?
Yeah. We don't know about that around here. Let's see. Dave says, worse is anything licorice. I like Twizzlers. You don't like Twizzlers?
I don't like licorice. It's not
Okay.
my thing.
It's another chewy thing. So there's that.
I personally do like Twizzlers, though.
I think they're just kind of tasteless.
It's the gumminess I like.
Yeah, there are different flavored Twizzlers that are really good. Let's see. Chris says Cracker Jacks with a question mark. I don't know why. Maybe people handed out Quacker Jacks.
Quacker Jacks.
Let's see. Mark says the best Halloween candy, Reese's peanut butter cups. The worst, Circus peanuts. And yes, someone gave those out when I was a kid. Let's see. Dave says Matthew as Peter Pan, as Peter Parker as Matthew. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Although he is wearing green.
Well, it's the,
Peter Pan, a modern day story.
No. He's definitely Spider-Man. He'll be crawling on the ceiling before we're done. All right.
He does do well with quips.
He does. The 25 biggest Halloween songs, according to Billboard 100. They just released this, and here's the thing: it made some people mad, but it's all about the math. It is songs are ranked based on an inverse point system, with weeks at number 1 earning the greatest value and weeks at lower spots earning the least. Due to changes in chart methodology over the years, eras are weighted differently to account for chart turnover rates during various periods. It almost makes it sound like that they're going to skew it in a way that the more modern songs would rank higher. It's not the case, though. And I am curious what you guys think about this ranking. And we'll get through these really quick before we take our next break. And I'm curious about how many of these songs Matthew's ever heard of before. There are some songs on here that I've never heard of before, or I don't recognize the title. Number 25, Eagles' Witchy Woman. It peaked at number 9 in 1972. Matthew, you remember 1972, right?
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I know. Have you ever heard of Witchy Woman?
Nope.
It's a good song. I would sing it for you, but then I'll cough for 35 minutes. Number 24, Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah, I know that one.
Is that a Halloween song?
They're scary songs, apparently. They're scary songs.
That's fair.
I don't imagine there's a whole lot of like Halloween.
There are
songs,
but yeah.
So it's probably just stuff.
Yeah, it peaked at number 12 in 1976. Okay, all these are still within my era, so I was alive then. 72, I was 4, though. But I probably recognize music then because I've always been a lover of music. Golden Earrings, Twilight Zone. Have you heard that? And
it sounds familiar, but I probably don't.
Twilight Zone. Yeah. Anyway, that peaked at number 10 in 1983. Michael Jackson's Thriller at 22. Oh, yeah. I think people thought this would be much higher.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
and I do consider it kind of a Halloween. I mean, because it is an ode to monster movies, and if you watch the video,
Vincent Price does the narration.
Listen, the video was an event. It was an actual event. It was done on national TV, and everyone got around their TVs to watch it, and it was great. And it's like you think it's over, and it still keeps going and getting even better. So anyway, that peaked at number 4. I'm surprised. I thought Thriller would have went to number 1 back in 1984. Number 21, Elvis Presley's "Devil in Disguise." It's got devil in it, so I guess that's why it's in there. Number 20, Olivia Rodrigo's "Vampire." I believe Matthew was dancing that on his way in.
Yeah, sure, today. Totally.
It peaked at number 1 in 2023. So number 19, Bobby V, who I believe probably Bob McLean got started in radio. "Devil or Angel," which peak date of 1960. I bet Bob played most of these because Bob worked at every radio station ever created in the United States until he retired. Number 18, Justin Bieber's "Ghost." Also one of the bangers that Matthew jams to. That peaked in 2022 rather. Charlie Daniels Band, "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." I don't
consider that Halloween.
I mean, is that a Halloween song? It's got the devil in it, and there's a contest.
It's got Georgia in it.
It does. Well, that makes it evil right there. Just kidding, Georgia. We know you can hear us. We love you. Let's see. No,
When I think of Georgia, I think of Atlanta traffic, and I can't think of anything scarier than that.
well, it is pretty.
That's
it's
fair.
It's not good. Number 16, Kodak Black Super Gremlin. Another banger for Matthew. It peaked in 2022.
I didn't even hear what your song you said.
Kodak Black, your boy, Kodak Black. Yeah, Super Gremlin.
Super Gremlin.
Yeah, you know, Super Gremlin.
Yeah.
Number 15, Santana's Black Magic Woman. Have you heard that, Matthew?
I feel like I sounds familiar.
Got a black
But then
magic
again,
woman.
I also recognize Santana because there's a JoJo's character named after him. So yeah,
It would
Could
be
he
a
also
joke.
play guitar? The character?
probably.
All right. Number 14, Creedence Clearwater Revival's Bad Moon Rising. When I hear that song, I think of American Werewolf in London, and that reminds me that I got a chance to interview the star of that movie.
You did.
And it was pretty exciting. All right. Number 13, Cliff Richard, David Naughton. So I saw a scramble. I was trying to because I forget names, was the star of that movie. Number 13, Cliff Richard's Devil Woman, which I don't even think Cameron's heard of before.
No.
Number 12, Classic 4's Spooky. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You probably have heard it before. Number 11, another banger from Matthew, Imagine Dragons Demons. 2013, when Matthew was in high school, picking up the ladies, that's what he was listening to. Number 10, NXS Devil Inside. Number 9, Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, Devil with a Blue Dress On. And number 8, Janet Jackson's Black Cat. Number 7, Cher's Dark Lady. Number 6, Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me. Matthew, you've heard Somebody's Watching Me. Yeah, it's been used by everyone. Number 5, Bobby Brown, On Our Own, which is from Ghostbusters. It's from the Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, it's
2.
the Ghostbusters.
It's the Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters.
Number 4, Eminem featuring Rihanna, The Monster. I don't know what that's maybe is. Number 3, Edgar Winter Group's Frankenstein. Number 2, Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters, which I'm sure Matthew's heard of before.
Yeah.
And number 1, Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers Monster Mash. So there we go.
All right, that does make sense. That Monster Mash would be number 1.
Because it actually is a
A
Halloween.
straight up Halloween
It,
song.
it is. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to finish up hour 1. Yes, hour 1 is already over. If you want to be a part of the show, text line 800-905-0989. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Yeah. The cough was right there the entire time. I beat you, cough. Oh.
I will at the top of the
The voice modulation.
I do need to put like a microphone or something in this thing just to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
I'm sure they have kits where you can do that.
I'm smart. I could figure that out, right?
I believe in you.
I've worked on cooler things that blew up in my face once, but then didn't do it again. As long as you survive the initial explosion, then you're good.
Thank you for bearing with us. Sorry, I'm not talking as much during the break. I'm trying to conserve my voice as much as I can.
I was meditating on the dark side. It was very dark.
So how dark is it in that mask?
It's kind of tinted.
So if we turn the lights out in here completely, which we can't do, I mean, because the
Oh,
lights,
yeah.
the lights of the board are gonna. Would you be able to walk around?
In that case, no. But
Okay.
right now, I can walk around pretty easy. Like if I actually like use this as like cosplay or something, I could probably get around pretty easy. It would work better in a brighter thing because these basically work like sunglasses. Like sunglasses, but for your entire face. Although you gotta pick what you're focusing on. Because there's like 2 segments to the mask.
It's really hard to get through paper with gloves on.
Indeed.
I could like take the gloves off, but you know that defeats the challenge. I don't
Well,
want to
I
do
think
that.
also people would get scared because you took the gloves off.
We all know it gets real when the gloves come off. Colonel, I decided to pop in for a little bit. After all, gotta get ready. It's the time of year for all the ghouls and ghosts to come out. And it's time, in just a couple months, for us to make our move on a very ghoulish individual who still owes me $20.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a different guy. Pappy, he's a possessive spirit.
I'm aware at this point.
My foot's stuck. Yeah. Sorry. I can read apples.
Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse Halloween special.
When did the count get in here?
Let's count how many people are in the room. 1, a 2, a 3.
1, 2, I cannot count higher than 2.
All right, so we have 2 counts. And one's defective.
All right, if you would like to be a part of the show, text line 800-905-0989. We are also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. If you've never seen us streaming, check it out. We're wearing Halloween costumes because, you know, Halloween was yesterday and it's a Halloween weekend and people are going to Halloween. You know, in the end, I don't need a reason to wear a costume. I just wanted to wear one. So there you go. There's that.
It's Halloween?
No, not really. That was yesterday. That was a long time
This
ago.
isn't a costume. This is a standard issue military uniform.
Is that why you're in a box?
Yes.
He came out of the box. Texter says, is there a video stream of the show? Yes, I just explained that. So hopefully you can find it there. Texter says, you guys are great. Wondering if anyone in your newsroom has an update on that comet. Wasn't it supposed to do something yesterday? That's funny you should say that. It's talking about 3-Eye Atlas. We will be discussing that in hour number 2 of the program. So stay tuned. Let's see. We were talking about the top 25 Halloween songs according to Billboard. We have some guys commenting on the stream. Mark says Monster Mash #1, which he was right. Chris says any song from the soundtrack of The Lost Boys. Agree. I had it on cassette, still have it on CD, have the entire thing on my Spotify, and love that soundtrack. Let's see. Chris says Cry Little Sister. Chris, if you get a chance, look up that song on Spotify or Apple, whatever you play music on. And there are a bunch of different versions of it, not just movie versions, because there are several different sequels that were all right. But there's an acoustic version sang by a woman's group, and I can't remember the name of the group, but it's very, very good. You should check that out. Let's see. Apples wants to know. So Knox can't read at the moment. How interesting. Oh, he can read.
Yes, I can read.
Because the screen is backlit, which means, he can see. That's how, I'm just saying that's how.
These are effectively just very big sunglasses.
I'm not going to give him a straw or anything. I'm not going to do that.
I can tell you right now, I am completely incapable of reading. Depth perception is lacking at the moment.
All of us have suddenly become very, very, very bad at reading.
I hope that you don't hit your head or anything. But if you do, we'll carry you out in your box.
I'll try to
There is
guide
a
'em.
reason during the Christmas specials when you see me doing this, I am holding it right at my face.
I just really didn't think about that. So what you're saying is you couldn't fly the airship. Well, actually, you could. It's designed for someone with one eye. So yeah, I want to. You know what? What time is it? I was going to do oops here. You know what?
You okay?
No, I'm trying to decide if I want to. And by the time I decide, it might be too late.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the middle of trying to
Well, you know what?
It's like standing in the middle of the road right now.
Upside your head, say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head.
Nobody can take that much and still live.
What's this?
That's cray-cray.
Is everybody in this town on drugs?
This is ridiculous.
All right, I'm sure everyone in this room has been on a roller coaster, right, Matthew?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I knew he has. I know.
Emotional ones or actual ones?
I'm on one right now that you would not believe. A Florida thrill seeker was knocked unconscious while on a roller coaster when she got hit by what, Matthew?
A duck.
Oh, so you know the story.
I saw it on the sheet.
Oh, well, okay. Could have played it off. Anyhow.
Well, that's on you for
you
writing that
killed
in
it.
there.
It is. I ruined it. I did. All right. A Florida thrill seeker was knocked unconscious when a duck smashed into her face while she was riding a roller coaster at SeaWorld. She claims in a wild $50,000 lawsuit, things went to foul for Hillary Martin of Orange County when the bird careened into her noggin on the park's high-speed Mack roller coaster in March. So she's on the roller coaster, she's having a good time, and she got hit in the head with a duck.
She got mallard.
Yeah, she did. Well, we don't know. It could have been whatever the female version of what's the female version of a duck, Matthew?
Look, it just sounded like a good verb.
I don't know. A duck.
Why don't you know, Matthew?
Come on, you're the news guy. So anyway, she's suing for damages to her face, including I guess really permanent injuries, disfigurement, and mental pain and suffering. And she had to pay the medical.
So she's footing them the bill.
Wow. Oh, that was so.
You're welcome.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Good night, everybody. Waka, waka, waka. All right, you listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. I will be glad next week when I have my regular headphones on because I've worn these earbuds 2 days in a row and I can't hear as well in them. So my mixes, I'm not real happy with my mixes. I hope they're okay. I don't know. Probably could have talked that up a little bit closer.
I must die.
I got to be honest, which would imply that sometimes I'm not honest. I don't know what the different kinds of ducks are. I was hoping Matthew did, but he doesn't. I know Cameron doesn't know.
Why don't you think I know?
Do you know?
No.
Well, there we go.
Well, that doesn't mean I might not know.
Well, you didn't know. Therefore,
I was right.
Yes, but that's excluding me from every single time that I could possibly know.
yeah. And we only exclude you when you don't know.
Which is only just in this moment, right?
Yeah. We just know what you know.
There might be other moments that you don't know.
There's plenty of those, but you don't know when I don't know them.
Keep those puns coming,
Don't
ladies
worry,
and
we
gentlemen.
know.
Oh, God, everything's so bright now.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
I think the makeup made it pretty well.
It's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
The dark side affects everyone differently. Okay.
Indeed.
It's like Lost Boys was referenced before. No two bloodsuckers go the same. So no two Sith look the same. Would have been really cool is if you pulled that off and you had like a Darth Malik thing. Was it which was one? No, who's the guy who just went across his mouth in Knights of it? Was it Knights? Darth Revan's the bad guy.
No, you're right. It's
was
Malik.
it Malik? Okay.
Who like had to get like a voice box thing?
Yeah.
Because Revan took off his jaw.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that.
He deserved it. That guy was a punk, man.
He was. I have trouble finding the button sometimes.
I have a bunch of stuff, but I still want to talk a little bit more about Halloween because I have a couple more questions to ask. As I asked before, and I will ask on the stream again, have you ever been tricked during trick or treat?
Have we ever been tricked, or have we ever done a trick?
If you've done a trick and it's something that I shouldn't know about, I don't want to know about it now.
Do you think I've ever done a trick?
Scaring kids as they come up and stuff like that, that's not necessarily, that's just a part of Halloween. It's
Okay.
not an actual trick. Remember, your mom was listening.
I've never done a trick before.
Okay. I'm just,
Look, comparatively, I feel like I was a much more well-behaved kid than you or mom in this case.
I don't know about Matthew, though.
Oh, definitely not Matthew.
Hmm?
He was a golden child.
No, I meant he was always in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah. He's still trouble walking in the room. Just picture him as a teenager.
I always hear that Taylor Swift song whenever he comes by.
I hope that's not true.
No, I don't. I just wanted to
Which
get a
one?
reaction.
Bad Blood
Yeah.
or one of the new ones? Don't you disparage Taylor Swift. Got to keep that relationship strong.
Oh, yeah, that's
Got
right.
to keep that relationship good.
The dark side sometimes smells like napalm, especially on Mustafar. After you try to jump over your master.
I remember learning that lesson at a sword fight at a Ren Fest with my cousin Keith. Because the guy said, you don't have to stand still. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was on the side of a hill. So then I went up on the side of the hill and used that lesson. And, but this was before that movie came out. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, it's a general lesson.
Yeah,
that
it
you
is.
know about
It
sword
is.
fighting and just that sort of thing in general.
Especially we're like the same exact height.
Yes.
So you have to find an advantage somehow. What advantage do you think that lady with the cleaver had? I don't know.
Sheer aura. The fact that she had a cleaver.
She did have a cleaver. I'm probably gonna have a nightmare tonight about a small Chinese lady with a cleaver, man. I don't know why she had a cleaver.
Why did that bother you?
It
so
gets
much?
stuck in. It's like things. So things get stuck in your head. It may not happen to Matthew. Matthew probably lets stuff go. I don't. I really want to know, and I had a chance to find out, but I was also didn't want to get cut up.
It's kind of bad that I just kind of shrug at the morbidity of things sometimes, but just
I hope Matthew doesn't do a story Monday about a
Local
small
radio
Asian
play.
lady who went crazy with a cleaver, because we could have stopped her.
we could have. Hey, we didn't know. She wasn't doing anything bad at the time. The other things, maybe she was worried about getting jumped.
Oh no, we both saw she was looking for something
She was.
or someone.
Maybe she found out her husband.
I was just glad it wasn't us.
Her husband was unfaithful, so she was going out to the woods.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, hour number 2. Lonzo and Cameron and Matthew here, having a blast on a Saturday night. Want to apologize again for my voice and tell you that I may cough some. I'm doing my best, and I'm trying to pace myself and not overexert because having massive sinus drainage, and it's not good, but the show will be. First hour was great. We're going to do even better this hour. Matthew guarantees it. So in this hour, we are going to break down it. Welcome to Derry. The first couple episodes, My Hero Academia's final season, the first couple episodes, AI Takeover, Signs of Impending Apocalypse, video games, Nerd Roundtable, so much. But I want to remind you, I'm sure Matthew did this in his news yesterday, but I didn't get to listen, that daylight savings time is tonight. So it is fall back. So that means technically, if fall back were to happen at 7 minutes ago, we would have got our third hour back.
Yeah.
I mean, the middle hour would not have had anything in it, but it would have been a 3-hour show. So fall back means, means
we're gaining an hour.
Yes, we are. We are gaining an hour. Now, I remember back in the day, and I will always recount this because I think it's hilarious, and I don't care if I'm the only one who thinks it's funny. There was this show on this station 15, 16 years ago. I've been here for 25, finishing up my 25th or 26th. I don't know. It'll be finishing up my 25th. Yeah. There was a show called The Scoreboard that happened on Saturday nights for over a decade. My co-host, Matthew Tomlinson, said on these airwaves, you got to get up at 2 a.m. to change your clocks back tonight, right? And it's like, no, Matt, you don't. And he's like, yeah, but you got to, because it says you got to get. It's like, no, you don't. And
you just change them whenever you wake up and remember.
And I made a promo out of it.
I would like to point out you have not let this man live that down for 20
Oh, he's not listening. And if he is,
years.
what's up, Matt? Someone like Chris might remember that because he listens to The Scoreboard. It's one of those things where someone says something live on the air and you look at them like, are you serious? Because it's radio, and most of us, there are some people who are not good at it, but most of us are good at straight facing something, and we're just making the whole thing up the entire time. He was not. I mean, when you work with people for a while, you know when they're being serious and when they're not, and he was being dead serious. And it was he hated that I made a promo out of it. So anyway,
I'm the type of guy to not change the clocks and just remember the hour difference.
look at you.
I just do that because I'm too lazy to change the clock sometimes.
Well, the one thing is, if you're like me and you don't usually get to stay up late, it's kind of cool to change it back and you feel like you're staying up a little bit later tonight. So, I mean, I don't know. If you're not sleeping well, you're not going to get an extra hour anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
All my stuff changes automatically. So
but here's the worst part about it is if, let's say, hypothetically, you get up at 4 a.m. To go to work every morning, or at least Monday through Friday. Hypothetically, you do that because you're on an award-winning morning sports show. Hypothetically, this is going to really mess you up, and it will mess me up. It does every year, both ways. You wish they would just fix it. They say they're going to vote on it, and then it never passes. And so it just, I don't know who they're trying to please, or maybe they're just trolling. I don't care if it's dark. Well, it's for the kids, so it's not dark. It's dark, dude. It's okay. It gets dark in places. If you're there with your kids, it doesn't matter if it's dark. So anyway, don't forget to change that back tonight. If not, you're going to end up really early for church or late.
Early.
Okay. I'm going to blame it on sickness because that becomes math, and that's.
I mean, you are definitely pale right now.
Yeah, yeah, I am. This is not makeup. This is.
That's just how he looks right now.
It is how I look. Speaking of how we look, we are dressed up for Halloween. If you want to check it out, go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse, and you can see that what we are dressed up as. Matthew was dressed for a while. Oh, he wasn't really dressed. Some guy walked in with an eye patch, was on the show, and then he left. And now Matthew came back. We haven't seen them both in the same room at the same time. I am the dollar store Undertaker. I came with a gong.
It's just good to have that gong.
Well, it is. It is. It definitely is. It's not my favorite though.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
I don't know why you have a lightsaber. I don't know why it's lit up. I don't know why it's looking at me. I don't know why you're doing that.
I don't know why that is either.
All right, Cameron, what are you dressed up as?
I'm dressed up as a Sith,
I will also tell you.
about to give into the dark side.
Well,
I've heard enough.
it'll be a while before you get to go home if you cut me in half, though. I mean, unless you can get
I can
Matthew
drive
to
the
take
smart
you
car.
home. Okay, all right.
The keys are on you.
You're right. They are. You could do that. It's very difficult. Have you ever thought, I bet I could do my job with gloves on? If you don't normally do your jobs with gloves on, I'm doing my job with gloves on 2 days in a row. And I got to tell you, 4 hours with these gloves on yesterday, 2 hours with them. 1 hour and 15 minutes so far with the gloves on.
Do you feel like you have to be a little bit more expressive with the hands?
No, I'm worried about
gloves?
sliding.
Ah, yes.
Because they're slick, and you can double push a button and it will cut something off, or it will double fire a spot, and you'll have. So if you ever hear two spots playing at once, someone finger stuttered. And
always bad to finger stutter.
yes, it is. You don't want to finger stutter. All right. Those jokes at end of last hour were so quack, says a texter. That sounds like an Odie right there. It might be. Odie's not here because
I can hear Irish cackling in my head.
Here's the problem with Odie. He believes, and he might be right, that he outdresses us for Halloween every year. And so he just doesn't want to he doesn't want to be here and make us look bad.
Doesn't want to show us up.
That's exactly what it is. All right. Have you ever been tricked for trick or treat? I have been tricked. And when I'm talking about trick, if you walked out and seen, oh man, my windows got soaked. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we at the Upstate Pulse, Upstate Greenville or whatever we are, Odyssey Greenville, Odyssey Upstate. I don't know. We've changed our name so many times. Do not condone tricking on trick or treat. But if you've ever had it done to you, I'm curious. Texas.
What about clever hoodwinking?
905. That's what I've done for 25 years on the radio. 800-905-0989 is the text line. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at 98.9 WRD and the Upstate Pulse. I got tricked really bad once. I'm going to scratch my cheek. I know what it's going to do. And then I'm going to have to wipe the paint on my sweats so I don't wipe it on the board. There we go. I'm just letting everyone know what I'm doing.
You're going to take these cotton balls
Don't
and place
take
them
it.
in your pocket.
I would take these cotton balls and place them in my pocket. May
Yeah,
your
whatever.
first son be a manly son. He laughs like this. Ooh.
It's because my enemy cut out his tongue.
That's right. I think I was 8 or 9 years old, and I was wearing one of those, and they still make those costumes that smell like vinyl with the half mask that just has a string that holds it on it, and just finished my rotation. And although it might have been a setup, because this was weird. My mom or my stepdad, I can't remember, told me to go ahead just to do the one last house, which was next door. And they just walked through and went on through, and we're on the porch and I kept seeing something clicking against a wall. And I'm like, what is that? I don't know what that is. And being curious and inquisitive, and there was no cleaver involved, I walked to see what it was. Unfortunately, I walked in front of what the clicking thing was, which happened to be eggs. And so as a little kid, I got egged. And it hurts. It was embarrassing. I stood there and I cried for a really long time. And then there's this thing that I do. I've been nicknamed Colonel Grudge on the Fan Upstate for a reason. I don't forget. So I found out, even as a young child, who egged me. And I waited and I waited and I waited, because opportunities will always, they'll always, and I did not egg them back. I'll just say this. So when I'm 16, there are neighborhood football games going on. 16, best shape of my life, was big enough to probably play D1, but still only played D3 football. 16, I was 17 when I graduated, so 16 when this happened. We're playing neighborhood football in the summer, and who should happen to be on the other side but all those druggies that it was rumored hit me with those eggs. The same kids who stole my coat that was given to me by Charity Newsy because we were poor. Charity Newsy is like Salvation Army. They stole my coat, and my mom had to chase them down and get my coat back. I remember that. I remember the eggs. And I beat the mess out of those guys on the football field. Not being mean, not being callous, all right, a little bit callous. Definitely a whole lot of clotheslines.
To be fair, they did deserve it.
And here's the thing, though. When they were out there, they were high as could be. So they would just get right back up. And I could do it again the next time. And
honestly, that just makes it better.
And
I mean, if
I picture those eggs hitting me and how it hurt and how humiliating it was and how scared I was because I didn't know what it was at first. Then the smell happened and kind of figured it out. And then I saw them the next day, which was the best part. When they weren't high, when they weren't drunk or whatever, and how they're walking, limping, and stuff like that. So it was worth it. So I got tricked, but I got them back. There are some people out there. I don't understand why you would want to egg a little kid.
Don't do that. They grow up to be a nearly D1 linebacker, and then they destroy you later.
All right, I gotta say, if any of you guys listen, I think most of them are dead. But if any of you are not dead, and you're listening right now, I got you back, didn't I, punk? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about vengeance in another way. We're going to break down It, Welcome to Derry, episode 1 and 2. And the most disturbing, listen, I think I'm going to tell you not to watch it if you haven't. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of Carolinas.
Have half.
You're worried about vengeance, aren't you, Matthew?
I'm worried.
You didn't do nothing?
I'm worried about getting a 0 on a lab that I haven't finished.
Don't get a 0 on your lab. You made it longer than usual. So we appreciate any time we get to spend with Matthew. And we got to see that guy with an iPad.
Yeah, we got to see him.
Yeah, we got to see him.
Who previewed something that will be happening in about 8 weeks or less, maybe.
I think 7 weeks.
So I was going to say or less.
Less. Is this the signature look of superiority, Matthew? You look at my screen. Pathetic. I have to lean my head back more.
I don't remember where that's from. I don't remember which quote, which show is that quote from? But I anytime I hear the pathetic thing, I think of that, and I can't remember where it's from.
It's from Simpsons, isn't it?
You saw a snake earlier, Goose.
No, it's just Japanese.
Oh,
yeah, it's just someone in Japanese saying pathetic, and I can't remember what it's from. It's part of a joke, and that's why I remember it, and I can't remember what show it's from.
Somewhere Odie is dressed as a pirate, just kind of bouncing down a lane somewhere. That's what I'm picturing. Maybe it's just me.
I wanted to say JoJo's, but it's not JoJo's. I know it's something else.
Are you sure it's not JoJo's? Because I've heard that everything is a reference to JoJo's.
It was Bobo Bo, Bobo Bo, Bobo Bo.
No, it wasn't that either, but also a very good show.
I might have went with too many bows there, but there's
Bo,
a
bo,
lot,
bo, 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 bo.
there are a lot of bobos, and his wonderful nose hairs. He was the guy with the nose hairs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's been a long time since I watched that. So.
What's most important in life, I'll tell you, it's money.
Way to leave one to exit on, Matthew.
Bye, I'll have a good one.
See ya.
See ya, Matthew.
Happy Halloween.
It's so scary.
Then comes the lady with meat cleaver.
Now we have to walk through the remnants of his scary laugh.
Is that like?
It will linger in the hallway. It will cost us on our way as we leave.
Scare dusting.
Scare dusting. Yeah. I mean, I get story time may have went a little too far. I hope you guys don't think any less of me. I would say everything I did was within the rules of the game. Because it's neighborhood football, there are no rules.
You understand? I would not judge you for that whatsoever.
No, it's talking about them.
Okay.
I mean, you understand.
Yeah, I've done this same exact thing.
Yeah, whatever you've done is probably my fault. So,
not really. My anger is my own.
There's one dude, I think his name was Bobby. He's like, "Why do you keep clotheslining me?" So, why do you keep getting in the way? If you clothesline me one more time, I'm gonna punch you in the nose. And then I got told I couldn't play anymore.
I kept putting this dude on his butt. He said he was gonna snap my neck. I was like, well, if you could do that, then you wouldn't be on your butt now, would you?
That is very logical. That's what that is. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here. Matthew has left the building. Matthew is he's someone who's very studious. He not only has a full-time job, but he's been back in school and has a lot of projects and things like that. And he also hadn't watched anything that we're getting ready to talk about. So
probably a good thing. You know?
Yeah. No, it's not. Well, because in case you kind of want to watch this. So if you haven't seen it, welcome to Derry. We are going to spoil right now because I need therapy, man. I need to talk to somebody
to the trauma
about
dump
this.
section of the show.
It was all right. So I read the book It back when I was a teenager, when all my friends went to the military and I was the only one who stayed home. This was a year after college, because I only went to college for a year, went back later on for radio stuff. But at the time I was trying to be a computer scientist, but man, there was a lot of math. And so it just wasn't working for me. So I was like working at Kroger's all by myself. My TV was broken. I've talked about this before. That's why I wrote some books, but I also read. My mom found Stephen King's It. And she's like, "Do you want this?" Like, yeah, why not? And so I started reading it, and it freaked me out. Parts of it are pretty, especially if you're by yourself and you're reading a really good book that's written really well, that paints a scene to a degree where you are immersed, which is what he does. Don't agree with his politics, but as far as being a writer of horrible things, he is very good at it. This is an adaptation of that. It takes bits and pieces of the earlier years of Pennywise. So this is a prequel to the two It films that were done.
Pennywise, the early days.
Yeah. Here's the thing. So that was the first TV show that was done was great. I mean, it wasn't everything, because I understand, because I read the book, that it is a being that is the town. It's the size of the town. And it's never been depicted that way entirely. It was close in the latest It, and that Pennywise is the town. Pennywise is Derry, and I think Stephen King really made you believe that when you read the book. I think it's
the people.
Andrew Muschietti, I think it is the director who did those two movies that were out, a while back with Bill Hader and those guys in it.
Yeah,
and Skarsgård as Pennywise took it to another level. I mean, when he's just waving Georgie's arm around.
Yes, his severed arm, which is just wrong.
You think, okay, they can't get any worse than that. I was wrong. I mean, I was so wrong to think that they couldn't get any worse.
Honestly, I think a lot of the stuff in the movie is tame compared to what we've seen.
Yeah. All right. So I will tell you, watching the first episode, Cameron and I had to talk about other stuff afterwards. And, just and we had to talk about, do we really want to watch any more of these? That's how bad it was. All right. Mark says, "Welcome to Derry was good. The only issue I had was the gruesome deaths of the kids in the theater in episode 1. All right. That's part of the problem. So there's a kid who's, he's beat on at home. He's misunderstood by, his fellow kids at school, as a lot of us were. He sneaks into a theater. He's watching Music Man. So then he gets run out. He ends up hitchhiking, and he gets picked up by the perfect family. And Cameron and I both are like, no, don't get in that car, kid.
Exactly.
Do not get in that car. So it's like the perfect dad, the mom who's pregnant, and a little boy who might be a special needs kid. You're not real sure. He has distinctive buck teeth, though, just like Pennywise for some reason. And an older teenage daughter. And the kid is trying to get out of Derry. First of all, he's hitchhiking. That lets you know it was back in 1962. I've seen people hitchhiking now, not as many times as used to, because it's so dangerous. This kid should have never gotten in the car.
No.
So, and this has happened in 2 episodes. We got to witness birth. I don't want to see that. Okay. And this was, the lady birthed out a baby.
Like a mutant gargoyle baby.
Who had a twin, but the twin was like only partial. It was just the head that's to the side of it and half of a wing. And the baby proceeds to kill the kid. Okay, but it's just the fact of how the baby came out. And first of all,
it was so grotesque.
It was. And I think it's disturbing so much because it was a baby.
Yes.
I think there's something about that made it so bad. Later on in the episode, so they also build, get you to like or hate certain kids, and they build a group of kids just like they did in the movies. So you think this is going to be your kids for all 8 episodes?
Nope,
it was not. All them kids died except for one, because they're watching. They go to the theater. They get let into the theater. They're watching the Music Man, because that's the song they hear in the drain.
Yeah.
And, we got trouble right here in River City. That's all. And as soon as they're watching on the screen, you know what's going to happen. It's like, oh, no, that's the kid. And there he is. And he's holding something. It's like, please don't let that be what he's holding.
No, and I knew immediately it was the baby.
And
like, no.
He was holding the baby. So he throws the baby towards the screen. The baby comes out of the screen. Here's the thing, though. The baby's actual size of big time movie screen. So the baby's like 6 foot tall.
Giant mutant gargoyle baby.
And the baby proceeds to gruesomely kill all the kids except for one. And it's the most disturbed I've been after watching something in a long time. And I've watched all this, all the boys and Jim V.
It's different because it's kids.
And because it was a baby.
Yes.
And I will tell you, episode 2 starts out with a little more of that. You see a few more angles of the theater massacre. And then what happens later doesn't bother me as much, even though it's kind of the same thing. And I don't need to go into a lot of details, but Pennywise is starting to visit the kids who are left over. And we still haven't seen Pennywise yet. And that's the thing. And I think
we've seen a glimpse of him.
I think people have complained, why hasn't Pennywise been it? But he has. If you understand, he is the town.
Yes.
But the most intriguing thing about this is that the government knows about Pennywise.
And they're going to want to use him.
They want to use him because he eats off of fear, and they want to use him against their enemies. And they find a pilot who was injured, took a blow to the head, and now has no fear.
He has a damaged amygdala.
So, and he just happens to be Mike Hanlon's great grandpa. And so they also tie in names and things like that and places that are from the movie and from the book, like Secondhand Rose, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's an incredibly well done series so far.
It is.
It's disturbing though.
So
if they don't have a good
to,
constitution, I would avoid it.
The fact that the government knows about Pennywise, I have no idea how this is going to. Well, I kind of know. I think it's going to be the black spot, but it may not be. That something has to happen to the military base, because the military base is in the Barrens.
Yeah,
it just and
it could be one of those things of like they discover them and then Pennywise basically just scares them out of there
or kills all of them.
Yes.
We know that he won't kill Mike. Well, he could, because his
Already
son,
has a kid.
the son's already alive, so he could die in this. And also Dick Halloran, who is from The Shining, is there, and he's the one. He can see dead people, he can see spirits, and that's how he's able to find all these things that are buried where Pennywise was. He's the one who's helping them search. We know he survives.
Yes.
Because he's really old in The Shining. They've also mentioned Shawshank. They've mentioned, because everything for Stephen King is all tied together. It's in the
Also,
same
Juniper
universe.
Hill is like another thing that's well referenced, I believe.
Yeah. So after watching episode 1, I did not want to watch it again, but gave episode 2 a chance because it had been a couple of days. Now I want to watch the rest. Episode 2 hooked me because I want to see a man without fear face the thing that feeds off of fear. We know he doesn't beat him.
No.
But what happens? I want to see it. So here's the thing. If you watch this in front of kids, there's gonna be therapy needed.
Do not watch this in front of children.
Yeah, don't do that. I would suggest that if you are susceptible to bad dreams and things like that, maybe you don't want to watch it. Because it was that bad.
This is one of the few times we've given like a viewer discretion, like his advice sort of thing.
I was talking to my daughter who hasn't watched it yet. I said, this is the most disturbing thing I've watched in years, maybe decades. But I'm going to keep watching it because I want to see what else it would be. Brad says, hey, gang, Brad and Denise here in Blue Ridge. I saw The Exorcist when it came out at the Greer Drive-In and scared the crap out of me. Listen, The Exorcist scared me too. I was a teenager. I was living in my house alone. My mom moved across the street because my grandma and grandpa had died and she was house sitting. So as a senior in high school, I lived in my house alone. Did nothing happen though, because my mom would have known. Anyway, I watched The Exorcist by myself, and we had a hot water tank that always scared me as a kid because it sounded like it was breathing.
Uh-huh.
I got so freaked out I had to go across the street and sleep with them. Yeah, so, and I was 16, 17 and had to go do that, so I get it. Exorcist pretty scared. By the way, that's probably the last time something affected me that way. That and Prince of Darkness from John Carpenter. Those are I put it right up there with all those. All right, you are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD. When we come back, we're going to talk some My Hero, Nerd Roundtable, and as many things as we can squeeze in the last half hour of the show. What a great commercial. Oh no. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Oh no. No, I'm good. I'm trying to confuse myself here because I'm sick. Of course, there's one more break. That's right. That's what it's supposed to be. You got this, Ritzel? It's not really my name, by the way. It's Reitzel, but the kid the voice in my head says it wrong on purpose because he's a mean old coach. I can't feel the tips of my fingers.
Are
I'm
the
guessing
gloves too tight?
Yeah, the gloves are way too tight. I think they were kids' gloves, if you will.
Yeah.
And I will say, I have put on a lot of weight being ill. One thing I haven't done is putting weight on my hands. My fingers are still skinny, so I know because my wedding ring still fits. I haven't had to have it cut off or anything. I don't know if I saw that or not, Mark. I haven't had a chance to watch Witcher season 4 yet. Probably going to get into some of that next week. Also, I think there's a movie that comes out next week, isn't there?
Yeah. I believe
Running Man? Is that next week?
The Running Man or Predator. Yeah, Running Man comes out next week.
Can't wait to check out Running Man. That looks pretty good.
Predator and Running Man come out next week.
Oh, okay. All right, it's Nerd Roundtable time here on the Upstate Pulse. Before we get to that, though, and excuse me, we've only gotten through like half the page. Not going to get through everything because of Halloween talk and such, which is good. I want to remind you, fall back tonight. I know some people, I remember.
Are we retreating?
I will fall back to the next part of the castle. I forget what it's called, but you know.
Are we going to the Bailey?
Go to the Bailey, yes. I got to interview her once, Bailey, by the way.
Yeah.
WWE. It was a fun interview. Speaking of fun interviews, I can't tell you who it is, but coming up this Wednesday after the show on the Rob Brown Show, he and I have the opportunity to interview a big-time WWE star because SmackDown's in town next week, and we'll play that the next day. It will be fun. I cannot wait. I already have so many questions, and when we do those interviews, I usually ask questions they probably haven't been asked before because I'm weird, and but a good kind of weird. At least I think so. All right,
fun weird.
Let's throw some a couple.
Not Cleaver weird.
Yeah, not like that lady. She may have not been weird at all. All right, Stranger Things trailer has come out. Excuse me, and it looks really good. And so the first batch comes out around Thanksgiving. Second batch around Christmas, and then the finale, I think, is on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, something like that. And all these episodes are like over an hour long.
Jeez.
I
will have a whole bunch of mini movies.
So still wonder who's going to die. They're making it look like either Jonathan or Steve. And it could be both of them. Or it could be neither of them.
Honestly, I kind of hope it's Jonathan.
Well, you know, the best thing would be no one would die, but Will's got to die, right? And if Will's going to, I mean, do you take out both brothers? What's it going to do to their mom? Maybe she goes too. Maybe the entire family goes.
Maybe everyone dies.
Or it could be one of those things where everyone lives. Who knows? There's some people 11 more than likely. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
know.
Mike dies.
Maybe. I doubt it though. I can't wait to see it. I want to see what maybe Max dies. I mean,
True.
there's all that. I also like the idea. So this is set in the 80s. They've done the mall thing. I know a lot of people didn't like the mall episode, the mall season. I did because I spent a lot of time at the mall. They've done all these. They've went along my childhood, and then the last thing they're doing is at a radio station. So I mean,
that is really weird.
It's mirrored my life pretty much. So except for all the supernatural stuff, as far mostly
On their end or your end?
Yeah, mostly. So I'm looking forward to that. Anything stand out to you on the in this trailer?
Just Vecna going just like, let's finish what we started to Will. So the question is like, what is Vecna's connection to Will? Did he use Will to like
spy on? He used them to spy on all them to find out everything they were doing.
I wonder if he used Will, like the Upside Down maybe is just a byproduct of Will's consciousness after Vecna got a hold of him.
No, the Upside Down was created by 11. I've watched a lot of videos and it makes sense that she created it. Remember, it's stuck at that one certain moment in time.
True.
11 and the Upside Down and that red place are two different places.
It's also been a while.
Yeah, the red place is where Vecna was sent to, where the mind flare and all that stuff is, where the Demogorgons are.
So you're saying it's two different dimensions as opposed to one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. The other thing too is like I haven't watched it in forever, so I'd have.
Well, it's been a few years since. I mean, look at how old all those guys are now.
Yeah,
so there's that. Looking forward to that. All right, we were going to do Signs of Impending Apocalypse, but I don't have time to play the intro. Some of you might be grateful for that because it's a long intro. First of all, 3i Atlas has changed directions according to some reports and is doing things that it shouldn't do. And you may say, yeah, it's that one dude from Harvard or wherever who's just trying to make it look like it's an alien. It's not really an alien. I don't know, man, because something else just happened that I joke around, but I'm also a little bit worried about talking about this next story and tying it together. But I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's a public service. Authorities are investigating after another museum heist, this time in California. More than 1,000 artifacts, including metalwork jewelry, Native American baskets, scrimshaw walrus tusks, trophies, and political campaign buttons were stolen from the Oakland Museum of California's off-site storage building. Museum director Lori Fogarty said the loss is a significant one. They're not just a loss to the museum, they're a loss to the public, to our community, and we're hoping our community can help us bring them home. Okay, the museum suspects, the burglary was a crime of opportunity rather than a targeted art theft. Yeah, that's what they would say. We think thieves found a way to enter the building and they grabbed what they could easily find and snatch and get out of the building. Okay, so is this a rash of burglaries on big time museums and things like that? Or was 2012, the movie, a roadmap of what we can expect?
I don't like that this is a continuation.
Well, I mean, what started off as kind of a joke it's not entirely a joke. I'm just,
this is that little thing in the back of your mind to be like, that's what they would do.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you know the end of the world is coming and you have a way to avoid it, or you believe you have a way to live through it, you're going to do what they did in the movie and secure major artworks that show the history of mankind. And we've had 3 burglaries that I've seen so far. There may be more. And how many have happened that they haven't, that is not common knowledge? And here's the other thing they did in the movie 2012. Some of the things were just replaced. They replaced them with copies. They broke into places, replaced them with copies, and people didn't know that they broke in.
Yeah.
So there's that too. So,
well, that would make me think that would be the way that they would go.
Not always, especially when time is getting narrow, when something has changed its direction after being by the sun, and you know that something's coming and coming soon. So you have to speed up the process. Also, the way you do things, you make the word. There's no one's going to connect it, and if someone does, it's probably some conspiracy guy on the radio in Greenville, South Carolina, who's going to listen to that guy. Also, Dr. Andrew Melville Smith had a terrifying experience when a suspected meteorite smashed into his new Tesla windscreen as he drove home with his wife. The impact caused a loud explosion, leaving them covered in blood and glass fragments. Experts believe it may be a world-first incident of a moving vehicle colliding with a meteorite. The South Australian Museum is analyzing the damaged windscreen to confirm if a meteorite was indeed responsible for the unusual event. Dr. Melville Smith and his wife escaped with minor cuts, and the incident has left experts puzzled about the rare occurrence. Again, probably coincidence. And I meant to, and I did not look up in Revelation where it talks about how the earth will end this time in fire from the heaven, which could be, a cigar-shaped spaceship named 3-Eye Atlas, or it may not be. It may not be. This could just be a thing that's just going to fly right by, or it could be a thing that is coming to be the demise of all things and everyone we know. I don't know. I think all these could just be coincidences that I'm tying together.
Bunch of grim postulation.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Speaking of Outerworlds, really quick, Outerworlds 2, the game dropped. Cameron and I both have spent. It's called a segue. It's called a segue, dude. Listen, I am a radio professional. Cameron and I both have played it. I will tell you, there's a whole lot of talking, and
it's that kind of game.
It is. At first, I was having trouble with it because I was sleepy. Then once I had a nap and I started playing again, I was a little bit better, a little more coherent. And it's one of those things where everything you say has consequences on what could happen later, and it can be fun, it cannot be fun. I have stumbled into places where I shouldn't be and have made through some of them and did not make it through others. But it's on Game Pass.
You know what the answers to all of those questions are?
What would that be?
Grenades.
As
Strax would say from Doctor Who. Because I'm playing a mad scientist on that game. I'm having so much fun.
Out of the way, boy. All right, we're going to take our final break. When we get back, we're going to hit the lightning round and squeeze in as many things as we possibly can. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Wouldn't be so bad if this room wasn't so warm. We have some employees who crank up the heat and leave it that way, and it takes it a good bit to cool down. It's probably like 10 degrees cooler than what it was when we got here, but it's still way too warm.
I'll admit that effect is just so cool.
I don't think I've heard that, Trey. I'll have to check that out. I'm just really excited that that my voice has made it through almost the entire show. It's barely hanging on, but it's still there. So now if I can just make it through this last part.
As Bon Jovi would say, we're halfway there.
Yeah, I don't care for Bon Jovi too much. So
and they rock on occasion.
Ricky Sambora is awesome. Although John Bon Jovi's son is married to 11. So, I mean, there's that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I forgot about that bit.
It's not a bit. It's true. You meant bit of information.
Yes.
Got ya.
Not everything's a bit.
The world is show prep. Life is show prep.
Life is show prep?
Everything's a bit. Everything. Everything.
I can't do that too much because I'm also having some issues. I had one of the strongest cough drops of all time.
Those things are strong, aren't they?
It's like, good Lord, I feel like I got punched in the throat by
it got me through most of the show though.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take another one because it's got Vicks in it.
Your favorite. Also, I feel like I have to hunch so much. I'm like, yeah, the entire
Did
time.
you say hunt or hunch?
Hunch.
Okay. What hump?
Someone say, hunt. I've got my cord. Never mind.
Well, South Carolina's not completely out of it. 17-7. I mean, stuff could happen in the second half or wherever it is in the game. I don't know. Yeah, get in the second half. That's good. That's good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Now is the time to unleash the Darth Lorax.
The Darth Lorax.
It's because my mustache like comes up over this thing so much. I don't think you can quite see it on the stream though.
Notice how all the white on my face is just faded?
Has it like morphed into your skin or
Probably. Yeah. Pale absorbs pale, apparently.
Yes. I remember someone was asking me why I didn't get more of a tan. I was like, because not even the sun would kiss me.
Wow. That note, I'm putting my headphones back on.
Life isn't that bad. I'm good.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right. W has spoken. That means it is time for the lightning round. Before we get to whatever stories we can squeeze in the last little bit, I want to remind you that Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive, is open 7 days a week for all your geeky goodness, your nerdy fun. Go check it out. If you're into comic books, obviously, because it is a comic book place, but they also have Funko Pops, they have anime statues, and like statues of DC and Marvel and, you know, stuff like Predator and things like that. They also have vintage video games. They have vintage toys. They have graphic novels. They've got trades. They've got back issues. And if there's something that you are looking for and they don't have it, they will do their best to find it and order it for you and get that for you. They also have D&D stuff like dice and figurines and paint and handbooks and so many things at Borderlands Comics and Games. And when you go in there, you'll find friends because that's the kind of place it is. They don't hassle you. They don't hound you. They're there to help you. Also, if you're watching on the live stream right now, all the posters, except for one that you see around here, because I had that one made specially. All the other ones I bought at Borderlands Comics and Games. They have a big selection of those. Excuse me, movie posters, video game stuff.
They have a lot of good selection.
They do. They do, absolutely. I also have a ton in the Fortress of Nerditude down the hall and at home. So check it out. Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive in Greenville. All right. Let us see what we can squeeze in here. Did you know there's a penny shortage? Apparently there is a penny shortage, and places are looking for pennies. So if you got a bunch of pennies, you should take them somewhere. Some places are providing gift cards and things like that. Will pay you a little bit extra if you bring pennies in.
That's interesting.
So you can make money off of pennies. Also, other places are starting to round up or round down because they don't have any pennies to give back to you. It was my understanding, or at least I thought, the majority of people don't pay with cash anymore. I still like to pay with cash. Don't carry a whole lot on me, so don't think about rolling me. But
some people, like some places, only accept cash.
That's true. That's true. So anyway, if you got pennies, take a penny. Get them checked out. All right. Ohio is trying to pass a law saying you cannot marry AI. An Ohio lawmaker wants to prohibit artificial intelligence systems from being recognized as people and make it illegal for residents to marry one. Representative Thaddeus Claggett, which doesn't sound like an Ohio name. So maybe it's from from those fancy people in Upper Arlington. A Licking County Republican and chair of the House Technology of Innovation Committee introduced House Bill 469 in late September. Legislation would declare AI systems non-sentient entities and ban them from gaining legal personhood. As the computer systems improved in their capacity to act more like humans, we want to be sure we have prohibitions in our law that prohibit those systems from ever being human in their agency. So all the things that are considered nonsensical that I have uttered on these airwaves about AI and said AI becoming sentient, apparently
It's finally come to fruition as far as like all this stuff.
Also, I was really clearing my throat, but I was using it as I was trying to be tactical as I did it. But I've mentioned this many times, and apparently government thinks the same thing. PlayStation 2 is 25 years old, Cameron.
Oh, all right, that one I do feel.
Yeah, I thought you would be.
I remember the days of Kingdom Hearts 1 and you yelling it at how much I'm getting my butt kicked by Ansem.
Yes. PS2 is I
also,
still got one in the office.
Donald!
Yeah, there you go. Also, John Carpenter has put out the game that he hates the most because he put it down because he couldn't finish it. Red Dead Redemption. I knew I loved that guy. But he's also into a bunch of other cool games that we like you didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's really good. He also likes Fallout 76. So there's that.
Oh.
Yeah. Doctor Who and Disney have parted ways. There will not be any more Doctor Who's from Disney, but there will be a Christmas special, and BBC is going to continue. The Christmas special will explain how somebody became the Doctor. Rose should not be the Doctor. I don't get it.
Wait, did they make Rose a doctor?
Yes. I thought you had seen that. Yes.
I did not see that.
Yes. The last transformation was Rose. I don't know why. By the way, they have made these things called boogie snacks that supposedly taste like boogers. If we can get some, we're definitely going to try them right here on the Upstate Pulse. Happy Halloween to everybody. And
I enact my show veto.
Don't forget to fall back tonight. And we will be back next week without all these costumes. Maybe. I mean, we may be back, but we probably won't be wearing a costume. Anyway, have a great weekend, everyone. Yay. I'm going to take out the earbuds. Put them away till Christmas. Actually, I don't even have to wear them for Christmas. They have had lightsabers there, Imogene. Yes. I don't know if they do right now, but they have had them there. I've seen them.
Also, vroom.
Yes, vroom. All right. Say good night, Cameron, so we can take this stuff off.
Good night. I can't wait to strip.
Good night. I can't wait to take these gloves off and see what my hands smell like. Woo.
Why is that the thing you're waiting?